Hey, I'm David Fraser. You may know me from my newspaper byline, DC Fraser. I spend a lot of time writing and talking about politics. We're going to do that today with balloons. It's not uncommon for a government to float a trial balloon as a way to gauge how the public is feeling about something the government may or may not be considering doing. And in Saskatchewan, where we're facing a $1.2 billion deficit, we have seen a lot of trial balloons in recent months. This balloon, SaskTel, was first floated after the election in April when Premier Bradwell ordered a risk assessment into the future of SaskTel. It really escalated though when a few months later he named a cabinet minister, Dustin Duncan, to be in charge of any potential sale of SaskTel. The government says no offers came in, and a lot of people said they didn't want SaskTel to be sold, so much so that the Premier recently said SaskTel is not for sale. Still, this balloon, it's not floating, but it hasn't exactly popped either, because there is a law that's going to pass real soon here that will allow the government to sell up to 49% of our crown corporation, SaskTel. When it comes to education in the province, Saskatchewan's government is considering reducing the number of school boards. We currently have 28, but they are looking at going down to 1. School boards, teachers, and parents have said that they don't want that to happen. They like 28 school boards, but for as long as this balloon has been floating, we don't know where it's going to go yet because the government says they won't make a decision until the budget is released. So this balloon will keep on floating. This balloon has gone in a few different directions since it was first floated at Christmas time by the Premier. That was when he said that he wanted public sector wages to be lower. Now, the government has floated out a number of ideas since. That includes forcing people to take days off, we're calling them holidays, or take a 3.5% reduction in their salaries. Of course, unions and labor groups, they're giving this a hard no. They want to see the balloon popped, but the government is forging ahead. They seem pretty committed to reducing public sector wages and costs. So, while we won't know what happens until the budget, this one, it's going to keep floating. With all this talk of reducing things, a lot of people have suggested we should get rid of some rural municipalities in the province. There's over 200 of them, and in many cases, not a lot of people living there. But with a strong rural base, Premier Bradwell is not showing a lot of enthusiasm for reducing the number of RMs. This balloon, it's popped. Thanks for joining me talking about politics and balloons. As you can tell, we don't know where a lot of these balloons are going yet, so be sure to keep in touch with theleaderpost.com as the budget comes out. For now, I'm Dave Fraser. You can also call me DC Fraser.